plate. An implement used when eating. It is useful. Transport. A statue. Often placed by an entrance or against a wall to flaunt wealth or exhibit one's taste. It can also serve a symbolic function. It is useful. Transport. Complication. Volume limit exceeded. Transport on hold. A flower pot. A decorative object used to hold flowers. It is useful. Transport. Transportable weight limit reached. Go back. Calculating time until return. Warning. Loud noise detected. Coming from above. Mount Rapture. First time seeing. First sighting, high probability of substantial value. Transport. Is transport possible?
Whew, that was close. We nearly landed on our side thanks to that caliper. Stupid thing is off balance.
You say land, but most people would consider that a crash.
Is everyone okay?
No problems.
I'm fine. How about you, Eve?
All good. Adam, what's the status of the tetrapod?
Pretty dire. I think one of the veneer calipers is shot. I may have to get in there myself and poke around. Where are we?
I've never seen this place before.
Can you not check the coordinates?
Some coordinates are showing up, but there's no way they're correct.
A mechanical issue, perhaps.
Impossible. My diagnostics are always perfect. There's probably a jammer of some kind. Or we're in an area where all communications are inoperable.
That's not good. We're lost.
We wouldn't be in this situation if Adam hadn't flown into that glowing tunnel.
Lily, listen to me very carefully. If you come across a glowing tunnel while in flight, you can't exactly close your eyes and pretend it doesn't exist.
You don't have to head straight for it either. I knew that thing was suspicious the moment I laid eyes on it.
You lack a sense of adventure.
There's being adventurous, and then there's being reckless.
Everyone, wait. There's something there. A robot.
I've never seen that model before.
It doesn't look like a combat robot.
Let's go take a look. If we analyze its data, we might find something.
I'll go first, just in case. You two stay behind me and keep your distance. It doesn't appear to be armed. Doesn't seem particularly dangerous.
Are you Nikke's?
Huh?
Oh, it's equipped with language functions. That makes things easier. Hello. Can you tell us where we are?
You're on the surface.
We could ascertain that much. We're asking for a specific location name or something.
The surface.
This robot doesn't seem to be running on AI.
Rome can think and make own decisions.
Rome? Is that your name?
Yes, Rome is my name.
Right then, Rome. Can you tell us more precisely where we are?
You are on the surface. The surface is the surface.
I'll try talking to it. You need to keep in mind that it's a robot. You can't pressure it like that. Hey there, robot friend. We want the coordinates of this location.
Black mold on your face. Need to clean.
This is a beard.
Black mold on face is called beard. Affirmative.
Is this thing intentionally trying to make me upset?
Repeat question. Are you Nikke's?
Nikke's? Are you asking about our affiliation?
Not affiliation.
Then I don't understand what you're asking. What's a Nikke?
Change question. Are you Nikke's or humans?
We're humans?
Human. Really?
What else do we look like?
Humans on surface. Humans on surface.
What's it doing?
Is it attacking?
Humans discovered. Humans discovered. Surface. Surviving humans discovered.
Commander, are you busy at the moment?
Your phone's been blowing up for a while. Why don't you check it? You've gotten so many messages, you could probably compile them into a novel.
Did you borrow money from someone and not pay them back?
Makes sense. We have been out on a lot of missions lately. Be that as it may, you really ought to check your messages, Commander. It might be something urgent. Yes?
I'd have to agree.
Would it be okay if I check them for you?
Don't do it, Rappy. What if they're all flirty messages from different Nikkes? You might end up resenting the commander.
Commander, please check your messages.
Master, what's wrong? You're white as a sheet.
Are you okay?
Right now? Say that again?
Are these the coordinates Rome gave us?
That's right.
Wow. Humans on the surface. I thought there weren't any survivors up here.
That's the official claim by the central government, at least.
Wowee! So we might be able to witness a historic moment.
Potentially, but Rome might also be mistaken.
Commander, explosions up ahead.
What are those things?
I think they're robots, but I've never seen anything quite like them. What the? It just keeps attacking!
Rapture. Run.
Rapture?
Even if we do run, it'd be nice to know where we are.
This is bad. It's only a matter of time before the tetrapod gets hit.
I'll go.
I think it'd be best for us to conduct a bit more recon before moving out. We have no idea what these rapture things are.
I understand that. But if we lose the tetrapod, we're in big trouble.
It's not the end of the world. Machines can be repaired. If one of us gets hurt, though, then we're really screwed. We don't have any proper medical facilities around us. Any injury could potentially be fatal. Our robot friend here seems to have called for backup. so let's wait.
Commander, Nikke.
Maybe it's just panicking and shouting random phrases.
Let's hope not.
Commander,
Looks like the cavalry finally arrived.
Humans? Is it really true?
Wow, this is my first time seeing humans!
What are you talking about? You see humans every day.
I know, but it sounded better if I said it that way.
And you all are...
We'll talk later. First, we need to take care of these raptures.
Right. Well, shall we?
Let's.
Enemy aircraft confirmed. Reloading.
Stay calm. To reload, you do this.
This battle's finished. Moving on. All clear.
Phew. I've got to be honest. I think we did particularly well this time around.
Incredible.
Commander. No problem. You saved me.
Still as dramatic as ever.
Oh, we're...
Is it true? Are you guys really human?
You're awfully interested as to whether we're human. You're just like that robot. Yes, we're humans. What do you mean? Where else could we have come from other than Zion?
I've never heard of this, Zion. That transport aircraft behind you. Did you come here on that?
Indeed we did. We call it tetrapod. Although one of the calipers is broken at the moment, so it'd be more accurate to call it tripod.
Do you know anything about Nikke's?
You mean what Rome was talking about? It asked if we were Nikke's. Can you tell us where we are? We're not familiar with this place, and I'm unable to pull up any coordinates.
Yes, that seems to be the case. Please do.
Oh no, not the D-Wave again. Uh-oh.
Why don't we all have a seat? We have a lot to discuss. Your situation isn't all that different from ours.
The people there, are they happy? Chipper, hee hee, ha ha, happy.
We're trying our best to be.
Me too. I want to take a lot of photos. Happy photos. Everyone together and happy. Hee hee, ha ha.
It really is awfully similar.
I realize it may be a little insensitive to compare our situations like this, but given that we're at least on the surface of our planet, we're a little better off than you all are here.
Then, you guys aren't human?
Well, I guess not.
To be honest, though, you can't really tell the difference unless we get hurt or something.
We found it hard to believe that humans could still exist up on the surface. Which is why Rome and all of us reacted the way we did.
I see. It just caught us a bit off guard, that's all.
Alright. I understand that this isn't the world we came from. And from what I'm hearing, this kind of thing has happened a couple of times before. So my question is there a way we can go back to our world?
Based on our investigations, the source of this D-wave is somewhere within a 40-kilometer radius of our current location. The D-wave signal covers a wide area, but unlike previous cases, it is significantly weaker this time around. Also, anything that Gatekeeper summons normally emits a large amount of D-wave energy. But all of you are emitting rather weak D-wave energy, enough to be barely detectable from the Ark.
And what would be the explanation behind that?
The patterns change every time, so it's difficult for us to come up with anything conclusive.
It's easier to simply accept that it's different this time around and move on.
Got it. The situation inherently doesn't make sense, so attempting to analyze it won't help. Then, should we search this area?
In theory, yes. But it's a wide area to comb over.
Yikes.
That's not something we'd be able to cover on foot. We'll have to use the tetrapod.
Any chance the Ark could lend some assistance?
They're searching as we speak, but it's slow going.
How about venturing out with an exosuit?
I don't think that's a good idea. They're meant to be piloted solo. If they fall behind, that'd be the end of that.
Well, we certainly wouldn't want that.
I guess we need to focus on repairing the tetrapod.
That does seem to be the only option. Let's just hope that the damage is something manageable. Is there any place nearby we could find spare parts?
Ah, another way our situations are similar.
Much appreciated. But we have no way of knowing if the specs would match.
If Rappy's firearm is any indication, I'd say our technology doesn't differ too wildly from theirs. The specifications aren't identical, of course, but it should be possible to get it to work.
Alright then. Let's head out.
Exploring an unknown world. How exciting!
I will go with them. You two should stay back and give the tetrapod a proper once-over.
What? Why don't we go together?
Securing a way back is our top priority. We need to make sure there's nothing else wrong with the ship other than the caliper. Don't worry. I'll be back.
Have you got any combat experience?
I don't think I'm too bad.
Don't undersell yourself.
You're better than not too bad.
Good. Then let's go.
I'm going too. I am a transport robot. I can carry parts.
Enemy aircraft confirmed.
Reload!
Performing reload sequence.
Reload! Cover! Nothing can stand against my firepower!
Good to know that I can cut through them.
All clear.
You use a sword?
Scarlet also uses swords. Hers doesn't transform into a hair clip, though. How does that work?
I'm not familiar with the mechanics of it.
If that's possible, do you think you could get a pair of glasses to turn into a gun?
I'm not sure about glasses, but we do have drones that transform into weapons as well.
Huh?
Now it's our turn to show you something cool.
Show him, Eve.
Ah! What the? Where did you come from?
That drone Eve has is also outfitted with a communication function. And that's not all.
Such firepower!
Very impressive.
I made it myself. I call it the Artemis Cannon, aka Drone 2.0. It's compatible with 5 different ammo types.
Can you make a pair of glasses for me that could turn into a gun? Oh, and have it be compatible with 20 types of ammo.
I'll try my best.
You can ignore half of what she says, you know.
So you use a sword for close combat and firearms for ranged combat?
Pretty much. Though it can change depending on the situation.
Eve. I mean, no offense, but...
Whenever people say that, they're totally about to say something offensive.
it might be best not to use your sword.
Very well. I won't use it. Your primary offensive strategy is engaging in long-range combat using firearms. All of your established tactics and formations are based around that. If I were to start using a sword, it would throw everything off.
Precisely. Thank you for understanding.
Not at all.
Wow, so friendly.
Yeah.
There's a scrap heap further up ahead. We should be able to find the parts we need there.
Let's begin.
With all this modern technology, reloading seems so awesome.
I'm out of ammo. All clear. Where do we go next? Is this it?
Yes.
There seem to be a lot of things that are fully intact.
Some of them are probably still functional. Most of this stuff has been left here only because there's no way to bring it back.
Really? Then could you pick up that one with the screen for me?
It'd be nice to find something that we could ride, if at all possible.
Don't you all have more urgent things to worry about? Like, say, spare parts to repair your ship?
You're right, but it would be an awful waste to pass by all this unbelievable stuff.
We might be able to find a use for some of it when we return to our world.
Adam, Lily, I think we found everything we're looking for.
Already? This place is a real treasure trove.
I will transport.
Thank you.
All loaded?
Yes.
Commander, can I collect some things? Yes, there are many artifacts here, but Rome never came here before. Too many raptures. This is a golden opportunity. Rome can't miss a golden opportunity. Okay.
That little guy reminds me of Digger.
Digger? We know a Digger too.
What? How?
We have someone called Grave Digger.
Oh, I was wondering what you were talking about. Don't worry about it. It's nothing important.
You two are certainly animated.
Naturally. If we didn't have any energy, we'd be corpses.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised. When I heard about your world, it sounded hopeless. But none of you seem like you're in despair.
Is that the vibe we give off?
Yes.
I see. What about you guys?
I think we're quite full of energy as well. There are some people who aren't, of course. But for the most part, everyone is working hard to make the most of a bad situation.
Sounds like things on your side aren't much better than over here.
It's hard. But we try not to let it show. And put on a brave face. We really are in the same boat.
Seems that way. Let's all stay strong. No giving in to despair.
You bet.
Commander. Big problem.
Rome?
Big problem.
I'll go first.
Roger. I'll leave it to you.
What in the world? How is she flying around like that?
Save your surprise for later. We've got to move quickly.
Commander, big problem. Comrade discovered.
Fortunately, nothing's wrong.
Dang it, Rome. You scared the heck out of me. Why are you always overreacting like that?
I'll take a look. The coloring on the exterior. I've seen this in manuals before. It's a transport robot which is also intended for combat support. From what I can recall, it was in operation even before the first Rapture invasion.
No kidding? That thing's ancient.
It was discontinued due to the combat support functions being too costly to implement. When it entered mass production, only the transport function remained. Rome is one of those mass-produced models that followed.
This is Rome's predecessor.
You could say that, yes.
Is it dead?
Not sure. It's such an old model, we'd have to check. Absolutely. The chances are low, but we might find traces of lost technology. My suggestion is that we try to bring it back and attempt repairs.
Are you saving it?
We're going to try.
So excited.
Let's see. Okay, with these parts, I think we can manage. Ideally, we'd be able to check the compatibility and all that, but given our current situation, that's pretty much impossible.
Let's just get this over and done with. As far as I can tell, I think an emergency fix should do the trick.
Let's work together. You check the drive system and swap out the parts, while I keep an eye on the control system.
I'd hate to be ambushed at a time like this.
You're telling me? I'd take any help I could get right about now.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to settle for these two junkers.
Can you fix Rome's friend?
Not sure. I've never seen this type of robot before.
Useless.
Excuse me?
Useless, as in you have no ability.
What the? Nobody insults me like that. Get out of the way. I'll fix this robot friend of yours if it's the last thing I do.
You okay there, Lily?
I, Lily Artemis II, am capable of handling any technology. A robot is the technological pinnacle of whichever world it hails from. I'll prove to you that I can even fix technologies from other worlds.
Don't you think the tetrapod is a tad more urgent?
No, I don't.
I'm inclined to agree with Adam here.
Everyone, quiet. I need to concentrate.
Rome and I will assist.
So, what do we do? Wait? I don't think so. Not at the moment, at least. We can only hope that Lily fixes that robot quickly. Oh, by the way, while you guys were out gathering parts, I checked out the surroundings. There's nothing particularly special in the area, just some run-of-the-mill ruins. If I had to pick anything that stood out, it would be that lake over there. It seems like it was originally the ground level of the city. The water is too murky to get a good look inside, but it seems deep. I think it's best we give it a wide berth.
Can I go for a swim?
I'd give that a hard pass. For some reason, the water is electrified. If you took a dip, you'd end up getting fried. So I'd save the swimming for another day.
I can still dream about it, though.
Well, I certainly can't stop you from doing that.
Can we go fishing?
I doubt it. Considering how much electricity is coursing through the water, there's no way any fish would survive in there.
What about electric eels? Maybe there's some of those in there.
Oh, touché.
What in the world is this conversation I'm listening to?
Everyone, come here. It's all fixed.
You fixed it already?
I told you I could do it.
There was a fuse missing. She took one from mine and plugged it in, and it came to life.
So all you did was swap the batteries.
Well, I'm still the one who figured out what the problem was.
That's right. Lily figured it out. Why are you so proud? You wouldn't have been able to fix it without Rome.
So what's it doing?
I think it's rebooting.
Com. Restart complete. Environmental scan complete. Time frame identified. Am I back? So much time has passed.
Wow. For a robot, it's really in touch with its emotions.
Yeah? Rome acts more like your standard robot.
I am a robot.
Fair enough.
Who are you? Why are you here?
We're wondering the same thing.
Are you from the Ark?
You know about the Ark?
I know it all too well. I ask you again, are you from the Ark?
This thing kinda creeps me out. Like it came from the future to tell us that humanity is doomed or something.
It's certainly way different from Rome. Are you sure there's no one inside operating it?
Are you from the Ark? Answer me!
Yikes, testy.
Yes, we're from the Ark. We are the counter squad.
I see. Ark's property. Destroy.
Everyone, take cover.
What the?
Don't move. The missiles have no homing ability.
It's just firing wildly!
No!
My tetrapod.
We're doomed!
Enough.
Ah!
Eve, stop.
Ah!
Rome's newer, more sturdy.
And what about comm?
I think the fuse is missing again. No further threat is posed.
Okay, that's a relief.
I'm disarming this thing right now. I let my guard down because it was an old model.
It attacked the moment we said we were from the Ark. Yeah, it seems like it has some kind of grudge against the Ark. Good grief. Even robots are giving us a hard time now.
Got it.
Ah, the tetrapod!
Stop overreacting. It was already broken. Now it's just a little more broken, that's all.
Your voice is shaking.
Poor tetrapod.
How bad is it?
The missile happened to impact the area that had already sustained damage. Luckily, it wasn't a particularly powerful missile. But from the looks of it, I'd say the damage is pretty severe.
Do you think we can fix it?
We can, but it'll take a while. Damn that robot! I should never...
For now, we'll have to do what we can with the parts we have. Wrench.
Here, pass the screwdriver, please.
Here. I think this needs to be secured and adjusted a bit. Vice.
I'll go get it.
I have nothing to say to the likes of you. Untie me.
Why did you attack us out of nowhere?
I didn't intend on harming you. I was only trying to destroy Ark property. Unfortunately, my missile pod malfunctioned.
What Ark property?
That transport aircraft. I will destroy everything that benefits the Ark. I will destroy everything that belongs to the Ark.
But that doesn't belong to the Ark!
I apologize.
Well, at least you're quick with an apology. So, why have you got this axe to grind with the Ark? Why do you want to destroy what belongs to it?
Because the Ark stole what belonged to me. An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. You work for the Ark. I'm not telling you anything.
What in the world?
Calm, I'm Rome. Humans and Nikke's here. Nice. They can help you.
I didn't ask for help. You're nothing but an Ark lapdog who licks their boots.
Dang, this robot can even talk smack.
Harsh words. I'm hurt.
Get lost, Ark Lapdog.
Whatever, screw this thing.
But shouldn't we try to help? It's clearly been through some trauma. Maybe we can help it heal.
If it was the least bit conflicted, maybe. But it clearly has no intention of cozying up to us. It doesn't even want to talk to us. So, screw it. It's unarmed, and we've got it locked up, so it's not like it can do anything anyway. Let's leave this thing to rot and go help them fix the tetrapod. Or stand guard nearby.
I think at least one person should stand guard.
I will stay here and keep an eye on Calm.
You will?
Yes, I do not need to sleep. Perfect for standing guard. Calm is also weaker than Rome. I will win every time. Out of 100 fights, I win 100.
If anything happens, give us a shout.
If anything happens, shout.
Rome? Are you okay?
Okay. If anything happens, I will shout.
I know this isn't the ideal time to be saying this, but I really would love to go fishing.
At least you're somewhat self-aware. Anyway, you heard Adam. That lake is electrified.
Yes, and therefore, insulated gloves are a must. I've got a few pairs. Would you like one?
No thanks. And why are you carrying those around anyway?
Listen carefully, Anise. This body of water is huge, nearly the size of a lake. Who's to say there aren't new species of fish swimming around in it? We could even end up pulling up some buried treasure.
That's true. You can catch all sorts of things while fishing in our world as well. Sometimes you can reel in a chest and find useful things inside them.
What the heck is this wacky world that you're from?
If you're intent on fishing, I can help. I'm something of an angler myself.
Sure! Let's have a fishing battle!
How the heck does a fishing battle work?
Sure.
A plate. An implement used when eating. It is useful. Transport.
What are you doing?
Sorting artifacts.
Why?
Rome is making a second arc. A precious home. Chipper, hee hee, ha ha, happy place.
And you're doing that on your own?
That's right.
For how long?
It's been a very long time.
Talk about pointless.
That means there's no point. That's not true. There is much meaning to a second arc.
All right, I caught something!
Me too. It's a big one.
Darn it. It's a chair.
Mine's a box.
You do realize fishing is about getting fish, don't you?
You'll never complete an entire arc.
I will complete it.
You're bound to fail. What you're doing has no value.
Untrue. The second arc has value. Therefore, what I am doing has value.
Even if it does, no one will ever see it. All those years you've spent, all this value you say it has, it will all disappear.
Is that what happened to Calm?
Oh, I got a real whopper this time!
Seems like it. Your fishing rod is almost about to snap.
Looks like I'm gonna be the winner of this battle.
I'm different. I'm superior to you.
You will fail. Your actions have no value. And even if they do, no one will ever notice it. It will all be destroyed by the Ark.
Calm down.
I can't. If you knew what's beneath that lake, you wouldn't be able to calm down either.
What is it?
Explain to us what this is.
I don't know.
Then, what was all that talk about how we'd be freaking out if we knew what was below this lake?
I didn't say that.
Nice try, but Rome has it on file.
Well, turns out you're right. We are freaking out. What the hell is a Nikke's arm doing in that lake?
If you look beneath the lake, you will know.
Okay, I understand that you don't want to cooperate. Seems like we'll have to see for ourselves what's under there.
Right. We need to see if the rest of the body is in there.
What if we make a suit out of all the insulated gloves that I brought?
That's a brilliant idea.
I thought so too.
But none of us can swim. That'll make searching for something underwater difficult, to say the least.
Let's take care of the electricity for now. Once we've handled that, we can think about what to do next.
Now that we're on the topic, don't you find it strange? Where is the power supply for all this electricity coming from?
There's probably an unmanned power plant nearby, supplying electricity to the ground floor. When the first floor was flooded, it turned the entire lake into an electrical hazard.
Do you think we can locate this power plant?
Tracing the flow of electricity back to the source is easy enough. The issue is that the source is inside the lake. Do any of you have a map by any chance?
Maps aren't a thing up on the surface. And even if they were, they'd be so outdated that we couldn't depend on them.
Then I guess we have no choice but to look around.
Fine. Then let's prepare and move.
That won't be necessary. Now that I'm here... You guys should have done a better job setting up a security perimeter. If I'd been a rapture, you'd all be dead.
If it had been a rapture, we would have heard it coming.
Anyway, the central government sent me. We can't afford to leave this situation unmonitored, no matter how small the impact of the D-Wave is this time around. Don't they trust us? How rude! The central government trusts you. They're simply monitoring the state of affairs to see if any further intervention is necessary. This is a volatile situation. And we have no idea what unpredictable actions individuals affected by D-Waves might get up to.
Huh? Are you talking about us?
Unfortunately, I believe she is.
When you say unpredictable actions, what do you mean?
It's hard to say. I suppose that's why I said it's unpredictable, genius.
Who are you barging in here acting all high and mighty?
I am Privity from Triangle. We are a defense force employed by the central government to respond to forces which pose threats to the Ark.
What a long-winded explanation.
As far as you're concerned, I'm privy from Triangle. At any rate, my official role here is to conduct surveillance, but I can also offer general support. I overheard that you're looking for a power plant nearby?
Yes, that's right.
I know the location. The central government's field units received updated maps of the surface.
Huh? Why just you? Wouldn't it be better if everyone got a copy?
Beats me. I suppose we're lucky that way.
Yeah, right. They're just keeping us in line by meting out information piecemeal.
The central government does no such thing.
That's precisely what a squad member in the Central Government Special Forces would say.
Do you want the location of the power plant or not?
Oh, by all means, be so kind as to grace us with the location, almighty officer.
No, I brought support. I predict that she'll prove quite helpful. Although, I'll have to wait and see if I'm correct in that assumption. This place is full of uncertainties, and she's the only one I can think of who would be able to handle it.
Stop dragging it out and just tell us who it is, for crying out loud.
She hung back to investigate the entrance. She'll be here soon.
The entrance is all clear, Miss Privity. Wow, look at all these new faces! Howdy! I'll be taking part in this D-Wave operation. I look forward to working with you all.
I'm sorry, but is there any chance you could come down?
Let me have my fun!
Anybody who recognizes the greatness of the tetrapod must be a good person.
I can't believe such a magnificent transport aircraft exists! I know that we just met, but would it be okay if I took this apart and got a better look? Please?
If, by your own admission, you know it's an inappropriate question, why would you ask it?
But taking something apart is the same as assembling it, just in reverse! I'll be able to put it back together perfectly.
Don't you dare! Hurry up and come down, will you?
That's why she's perfect for this kind of mission, in more ways than one. Now then, let me give you a rundown of the current situation. Other than those three showing up, no anomalies caused by the D-Wave have been observed. However, the severed arm of a Nikke was retrieved from the lake, while some of your members were fishing, no less. The combat assistant robot found in the scrap heap seems to know something about this, and keeps hinting that there might be something on the ground floor, but refuses to elaborate. In order for us to investigate the ground floor further, the electricity flowing throughout the lake first needs to be cut off and the water drained. It seems the power is most likely coming from an unmanned power plant nearby, so the power there needs to be shut off. Did I get everything?
That's correct.
A lovely summary, almighty one.
Good. Then let's head to the power plant. I'll lead the way. Elig, come down.
Huh? Why?
We need to go to the power plant.
Why?
We need to cut the electricity flowing inside the lake.
The lake is electrified? No kidding. Anyway, we don't have to bother with all that. I saw a dedicated generator for this facility near the entrance. All we need to do is go there and pull the lever.
Excuse me?
If I take care of that, will you let me help you repair the tetrapod?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Hey, why aren't we being consulted?
Just leave her. Let's see what happens.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Tetrapod, but we'll have to part ways for just a little bit. Mwah! Mwah! Mwah!
Jeez, she really loves the tetrapod.
Are you into this kind of stuff as well, Adam?
No.
Let's get going!
Can I tag along? I want to see what the generators in this world look like.
Of course.
Commander, Alec and I are gonna head out, along with Lily over here.
No, we should give the newly introduced characters a chance to shine. Will do!
Here we go! I could do this in my sleep. Reload!
Easy as pop. Reloading now! Rapture's eliminated! This lever here is meant to cut off all the power in case of an emergency. All we've got to do is pull it, and voila!
It looks more primitive than I expected.
The more primitive something looks, the more stable it is.
I think I know what you mean. If a system is too complex, even a small malfunction can render it useless.
Precisely. That's why I don't like machines that try to combine multiple functions into one device. Except for game controllers, that is. The more features those have, the better. Anyway, most machines work best when they stick to a simple purpose.
Too true. There's nothing worse than when keyboards have a power button built in.
Oh wow, so you have those in your world too?
And enter keys are too small. And arrow keys lined up in a straight row. Sounds like you have those here too.
Yes. Evil truly does transcend worlds.
So, if we pull this lever, it will cut all power to the city? And thus the electricity coursing through the lake?
That's right.
Alright, here we go.
Wait!
Huh?
What if there are still survivors in the city?
That's impossible.
How can you know for sure?
Official declarations from the central government state there are no human survivors on the surface.
How can we trust that? You never know. They might be lying.
The central government would never lie. The central government is responsible for maintaining law and order inside the Ark. We must have faith in them.
And what are your personal thoughts, Privity?
Me? I trust them. Unquestioningly.
But if you never question something, what meaning does trust even have? Huh. Oh.
Lily, was it? You must have something you believe in as well, yes?
I do. I believe in Mother Sphere.
Is that your world's equivalent of the central government?
To believe in Mother Sphere is to have faith.
I see.
Wait,
Would you ever deny what Mother Sphere has told you? Would you refute anything she said?
no. That would be blasphemy.
Right. Then you and I have something in common.
You can take your hand off the lever, Miss Privity.
Huh?
I just realized the ground floor is controlled by another lever. I already pulled it,
I see.
so you can let go of that one.
All right.
You've got a death grip on this lever. You must have been awfully nervous. Miss Privity, Miss Lily. There are times when having blind faith in something isn't ideal. It's fine to keep an open mind and look for other methods on occasion. When following something unconditionally becomes too difficult, choosing another path can help.
Okay. Thank you, Alec.
No problem! All right. I'm going to put it in. Just stick your hand in the water already. We haven't got all day. But the water might still be electrified. The electricity's been cut off. You never know. Good grief, move over. I'll do it. Okay, I'm going. I knew that would scare you. Pretty funny, huh? Yeah, hilarious.
Now all that's left is to drain the water from the lake.
How do we do that, though?
I doubt that the draining system is working as intended. It's probably being blocked by something.
Some kind of obstruction.
Is it what I think it is?
Probably.
I'll dive in and check.
You can swim?
Of course I can. Can Nikkes not swim? I see. Well, I think it's best that you stay here. It's best for commanders to stay out of harm's way.
That's often a problem for us, since Master likes to overexert himself.
I'll check the drainage area and see if there are any obstructions that need to be removed.
How long can you hold your breath?
Not sure. I've always finished what I needed to do before it became an issue.
What? You've never run out of breath underwater?
Nope, never.
How does that make any sense?
I'll show you. I'll be back.
Maybe we could toss in some fishing line? That way she could grab on and pull herself out if she needs to. I don't think that would do much.
Let's just wait here for now. If we feel something is wrong, then we'll go in immediately and...
We won't be able to save someone who's submerged in water.
Okay. If anything happens, you'll have to take over.
Don't you think she's taking too long?
Trained divers can stay underwater for over 10 minutes, but...
I can't wait anymore. Let's throw in a fishing line.
Are you trying to fish by using the commander as bait?
Not quite.
The drainage system is working fine. Nothing is blocking the main system.
Then the problem must be with one of the drain pipes connected to it.
Yes. There's probably a blocked drain pipe somewhere on the outskirts of the city.
Okay, let's go investigate.
What was inside the lake?
The ground floor seems to have been some sort of plaza. I saw some benches and streetlights.
You know that's not what I'm asking.
On the floor, there were 3 bodies, lying on top of a door. One of them was missing an arm.
On top of a door, you said?
Yes. Maybe they died while they were trying to get inside somewhere. There were traces of welding marks on the outside of the door.
No, I don't. I don't know.
Calm is unintelligent and doesn't know much.
Shut up. I'm not dumb.
If you were smart, then you would be able to answer.
I won't fall for such simplistic provocations.
Whoa, this is some high-level psychological warfare we're witnessing.
Never thought I'd live to see the day where two robots are bickering.
Can't we just pry it open and parse through its data?
Yes, but we don't have the necessary tools.
They do in the Ark.
Well, we're not in the Ark, are we?
We could take it.
Take it where?
I was going to mention this earlier. Finding an old robot like this is a rare occurrence. It could contain valuable historical data. I've been waiting for the ideal time to take it back to the Ark and examine it. And now would seem to be the perfect time. If we're taking this one, it would be good if Rome came too, since it has spent a lot of time on the surface as well.
What will happen to it after you bring it to the Ark?
The data it contains will be analyzed in detail.
And after?
After that, the central government will handle it.
So it wouldn't be sent back to the surface?
Most likely, no.
I need to collect artifacts and build a second Ark. I need to stay on the surface.
You'll take me to the Ark? I'd rather self-destruct than go there.
Khan does not have the ability to self-detonate. It is a bluff.
Commander, then you clearly don't care about the safety of the Ark. Although we don't know precisely what kind of data these two robots contain, it is highly probable that whatever it is will be of immense value to the Ark. At the very least, we could ascertain how frequently they encountered raptures in the areas they've been previously, or what types of raptures. Robots that have operated solo on the surface for an extended period are exceedingly uncommon. They will absolutely be useful to the Ark. That much is certain. I appreciate that you have respect for other people and objects. That's why I like you. However, I don't want you to run afoul of the top brass because of it.
I can't believe you just said that!
What?
You just said you like him.
I did? No, I meant I respect him as a soldier, not anything romantic.
That better be what you meant.
Of course it was. What are you insinuating? Anyway, I know you have a proclivity for stubbornness, Commander. But please, for once, I'm asking you to compromise on this. The data these two robots contain is more valuable than you can possibly imagine. Fine. How about this then? We'll designate Rome and Com as honorary members of the Counters Squad. That way, no one will be able to mistreat them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That will also justify us sending them right back to the surface after we've analyzed their data. I'll personally ensure that it's done.
I will be the commander's colleague? How exciting. How exciting. So exciting. I'm okay. I'm curious about the Ark.
I won't go. The moment I set foot in a filthy cesspool like that, my brain is likely to rot.
You do not have a physical brain, and it will not rot.
I suppose that settles it then. You see? I told you I could get things done.
Who are you talking to?
No one. It's nothing. I'll get moving, along with Rome and Com, once you're done checking out the drain pipes. I'll mark the location on the map for you.
This place is very wet, very squishy. Not good for treads.
There will be a lot of water pulled up in that area. Usually there'd be equipment preventing that from happening, but the place hasn't exactly been maintained as of late.
That means that water has been continuously seeping out, even if it does so at varying speeds. There's a high chance that there's an obstruction of some kind there. If that's moved out of the way, the water will drain.
I'll take a look around. Is the scan function still not working?
Nope, it's been kaput ever since we arrived. To be exact, the scan function is operational, but it's not detecting anything.
Ms. Lily, Mr. Adam, and I were discussing that a few moments ago. When we tried to scan the tetrapod's power source in detailed schematics, it was like looking through a lens that was fogged up.
Despite the fact that everything seemed normal to me.
Same for me. Adam and I took the opposite approach and took apart some of Eleg's machines. Parts that we were already familiar with showed up clear as day, but when it came to the power source or detailed schematics, the results came back blurred beyond recognition.
It would seem so. However, that might be by design. Technology that we use here without a second thought could cause a quantum leap elsewhere. Gatekeeper could be doing this deliberately to maintain a sort of balance, negating anything that could cause a major shift between different worlds.
That's unfortunate. It would have been nice to take something back.
I know. It pretty much shatters the dream of sharing technology between worlds.
That's a shame, for sure. We might have come across some useful discoveries.
At least you'll always be able to retain the memories. Is something wrong, Eve?
Nothing's wrong. It's just... that was a rather poetic line, Rome.
I know many good lines.
Tell me again why you had to tag along.
I might discover new artifacts. The more artifacts, the better for the second arc.
You're nothing if not industrious.
I always work hard.
Is that your main function? Gathering artifacts?
Affirmative. That is what I must do.
Why?
I do not remember. I do remember. It is my duty.
Doesn't it get boring?
No, it does not. Because it is something I must do.
I think I could learn a few things from you.
What do you do in your own world, Eve?
Me? I fight with Anitiba.
All the time.
Yes, all the time.
Doesn't that become monotonous?
I never gave it much thought. It was something I had to do, and so I did it. With everything I had.
Same as me.
I suppose you're right. You and I are pretty similar.
Nobody move. Raptures detected up ahead.
That's almost certainly a drainage pipe, but I don't see any raptures.
Could they be hiding? Waiting to attack?
Yes, they're lying in wait.
Hold on. How did you know that, Neon?
Instinct. Instinct developed through firepower.
They're hiding underground, waiting to ambush us.
Why would they bother hiding out here? I thought the surface was desolate.
Rapture ambushes operate slightly differently from the ambushes we know. They'll find places likely to be frequented by humans or Nikkes, and then lie in wait for ages. They most likely concluded that either humans or Nikkes would come to this place due to the flowing water, and decided to wait. It's entirely possible they've been waiting here for decades.
Persistent.
They certainly are.
Do they feed on humans or Nikkes?
No, they simply kill them.
That makes their persistence even stranger.
Yes, it does. Affirmative. Engaging enemy. Roger. Enemy aircraft confirmed.
Oh, that was easy.
Confirmation of death. No surprise there. And for a long time at that. I'm not even picking up any brain activity.
If I may. There doesn't seem to be any data stored inside. Then again, even if there was, it would have almost certainly been damaged by the water and electricity. They're wearing dog tags, old models. These might help us find out something. I'm going to head back to the Ark. I'll take Rome and Calm with me and make sure they get to come back to the surface.
All right.
The Ark. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, just a moment. I received a message from the Ark.
This door underneath them has welding marks. Considering which side they're on, it must have been soldered from the outside.
I hope it wasn't done to keep people inside from getting out.
I hope so too.
How long will it take to open this up?
If we go full steam ahead, we should be able to pop it open quickly. If we're careful about it, I'd say maybe half a day.
How are the repairs in the tetrapod going?
All done! We've even finished running all the necessary tests! I may not have been able to do a deep dive into the schematics like I wanted, but it was still a fun project. Repairing things is always a hoot!
Sorry to interrupt, but I just got a report confirming the location of Gatekeeper. It's approximately 20 kilometers from here in the old downtown area.
Nice! Sounds like they're making progress. So, if we deal with this Gatekeeper character, we might be able to return to our world?
That's right.
That's good news. But I don't think we'll be heading back anytime soon.
What? Why not?
Because a certain someone we know can never resist getting involved in other people's affairs.
Right.
Adam, Lily, I'm sorry, but I would like to delay our return for a while. I want to find out what's happening here and help in any way I can. I'm also curious to find out what's behind that door.
I knew it.
Yep, we totally called it.
Are you sure? Don't you need to hurry back? You're not duty-bound to help us by any means.
You helped with the repair of the tetrapod. And besides, do you always need a reason to want to help someone?
Wow. I can't remember the last time I heard someone speak in such lofty terms.
Then let's do something about that door first. Let's see. What tools should we bring?
Wearing it down with a grinder might be a good idea.
How about using a torch to pierce through it?
Or drilling a hole and packing it with explosives.
See you around, everybody.
Going to the Ark. How exciting.
The way Calm's acting is making me nervous.
Yeah, it couldn't stop raving and ranting before. But now it's gone quiet.
Maybe it gave up. Or it's plotting something. Either way, don't worry. Its weapons have all been removed, and Rome will keep an eye on it.
The Ark is traitorous. The Ark takes everything from you. The Ark is traitorous. The Ark takes everything from you.
Yeah, we've heard it all before. Talk about being a broken record.
The Ark is traitorous. The Ark takes everything from you.
I suggest we hurry for the sake of our own mental health, if nothing else. By the way, I just sent you a file, Commander. It's a detailed map of the area. I figured it might come in handy. It's highly classified, so make sure to keep a tight lid on it.
Love sure does make us do foolish things, like handing out confidential information like it's nothing.
What did you just say?
Nothing at all.
Anyway, I'll see you all later.
The Ark is traitorous. The Ark takes everything from you.
Be quiet, would you?
This is gonna be a long trip back.
All right, let's keep watch over the area.
That's about the only thing we can do now.
Nearly finished. The welding wasn't as strong as we thought. We're being extra careful since we don't know what's inside, so it took longer than expected.
We just need to finish this last part. Should take an hour at most.
I spent all of last night hammering away at this. I could use a good rest. I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Oh, no you don't, Adam. No slacking.
What do you mean? It's almost finished anyway. It's not like I can be of much more help.
You could help with the cleanup.
You see? He says it's fine.
Oh, fine. Go.
Come on, Ms. Lily. Give Mr. Adams some slack. He did a good job helping us.
Yeah, what she said. It's not easy being an assistant to two engineers. All right then. I appreciate you.
Commander, I need you to hurry over to the city entrance. We've got a big problem.
It's okay.
I found them lying somewhere on the surface. So I brought them here.
This young lady is not too grievously injured. Still, it would be most dangerous to simply leave her where we found her.
I've already administered some basic first aid, but do you have any medical equipment around?
Focus. We need to treat these two first.
Point me where I need to go and I'll treat them.
Make haste.
Finished.
How's Privity doing?
She should wake up soon.
Phew, that's a relief.
Luckily, it was just a fuse that was pulled out. I'll turn the power back on now.
Commander. I'm fine. I simply went offline for a moment. Is Privity okay?
She's fine, don't worry.
That's good. We encountered a rapture on the way. Privity fought hard. So did I. But then, Calm suddenly knocked Privity unconscious and ran away.
What?
I had to protect Privity, so I fought against the rapture. But I couldn't win. Right before I went offline, I saw 3 white figures come in.
We were planning on treating them at the nearest city. But it just so happened you all were nearby.
'Tis but a small matter. No need for thanks.
What are you all doing here anyway?
Mr. Commander! You need to get back here! Hurry!
Take your time.
Could you give me something to eat while I wait? Otherwise, I might get bored.
Snow White, don't be like that.
Inside, behind the door. Mr. Commander. It's a human.